back to the Unposted Thoughts Podcast. This is episode 12. Today's a special day. It is Father's Day 2024. My first Father's Day.
Johnny?
He's not a father.
No.
Anyway, we just want to give a quick shout out to all the dads out there that are,
Pushing through day in, day out.
Pushing through day in, day out, doing what they got to do. Real quick, we're going to dive into my fatherhood experience so far.
So far, I feel like even though it's a short time, it's enough to just give you an idea. For me,
oh, it's given me an idea.
A very good idea.
Yeah. My baby's 7 months old, so every day we're kind of just rolling with the punches. And I was telling Johnny earlier, they don't come with like instructions or manuals, so every day is like
a new day, a new experience.
Rolling with the punches, which, it's fine, but honestly, it is probably the most fulfilling thing I've ever done in my life or been a part of, and I'm sure my wife can attest to that. I'm sure she feels the same way as a mother. So we did want to shine some light on today's special occasion, and again, like we said, give a shout out to all the good dads, good fathers out there. And I mean, you're only doing it as best as you can. It's everything else in life is hard. Nothing great is easy. So, be easy on yourself.
Perfect. You don't do anything perfect.
Yeah. Nothing is perfect. So, be easy on yourself, go easy on yourself. And just stay motivated. My daughter motivates me in ways that like you can't even imagine.
Yeah, I hope so.
And yeah, so off that, we did have some family fun today.
For Father's Day.
Well, not really. It was
more inclusive than that.
It was a festival that we went to here in Alvin, Texas. Well, not here because we're in Houston, but it was in Alvin, Texas. So we do also want to give a quick shout out to Frobergs Farm. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, Froberg's Farm, my bad. See, farm and barn?
Yeah, Froberg's Farm here in, I keep saying here in Texas. It is in Alvin. It's about an hour drive for us. It's not too bad. I mean,
not too bad.
With traffic here, everything else.
Well, everything's an hour from Houston.
Yeah, every drive here feels like an hour with traffic. But it was definitely worth it. They did have a watermelon festival, and it was our first time at Frobergs.
We did have to wake up a bit early though.
We did get on the road early. The thing that I do want to give a shout out to Frobergs Farm for is insane hospitality. If you guys go, I promise you will not regret it. It is the best for family fun,
especially for the little ones too.
Especially for the little ones, they do have a lot of like attractions.
Everything's short distance from each other. You don't have to walk far. You park right in front, and I can give them a good kind of word for how like towards their hospitality, because I was a little pokey with my questions and comments.
They for sure took time to greet us, accept us, take us in, walk us through the entire farm, introduce themselves to us personally. And it's not an experience that you get like, when you go
anywhere
to places
else in
like that. You don't really get that hospitality, so I do want to give them a shout out for that. And then they do have a grocery store.
It was very nice. It was like
it's like all organic, like produce. They have, it's like a grocery store. They have everything, but they have their own stuff that they grow, and then of course other items that you can buy.
It felt very welcoming. I feel like it did.
For sure. So that's why I wanted to give a huge shout out to them. Very welcoming, great environment, great food, great staff or volunteers, whoever, was helping us all day today. It was hot, but
I feel like
the hospitality was so good. I couldn't even be mad that it was 1,000 degrees outside.
It was hot, but they did have some good shade there.
Yeah.
Good refreshments as well. I feel like the grocery store there they have a lot of items, and they have some interesting items as well. Like, what is it? The jam, I guess, the extract.
Oh, the preserves.
The preserves. living in a city, you don't really get a lot of that.
They had pretty much like every fruit and veggie
Yeah, they touch on
flavor.
almost everything.
Yeah, they had like cantaloupe preserves. I've never seen
Mhm.
that. There's another one.
Grape.
Grape I've seen.
Hmm.
But a lot of things, so definitely check them out if you're, like I said, in Houston or close to Alvin or are willing to make the drive. It's definitely worth it. I think they're Monday through Friday.
I think so. Yeah. I'm not
Well,
sure
it must
exactly.
be, well, today's Sunday and they were open. I don't know if they were open for the event, but just check them out. You can Google them. We'll link them in the video.
Yeah, I think it's their Instagram. They have
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah, they have an Instagram page.
Mhm.
So we'll link their Instagram too, so you guys can check them out.
It's very worth it. They also have what was it? They sell like meats, refrigerated meats, and like
I think it was called
sausage.
Grakes next door.
Yeah, I think
Or Grakes, I don't
I've
know. I don't know the name exactly, honestly. It was our first time there. But next door was kind of like, I don't want to say a butcher shop because it was more like a barbecue,
hmm
but they sold like house-made cheeses, house-made sausages, house-made
They also had like
brisket, deer.
legs, chicken legs, I think.
You could buy
Turkey?
like poultry meat from the actual farm by pound, of course. It's really good if you are a crafty person, like you're crafty in the kitchen, you want to check stuff like that out.
If you're a big barbecue person, I feel like 'cause those samples were very good. I think the first sample was a bit of deer and a bit of what was it, pork.
Yeah, it was good though.
And sadly, they didn't have the deer sausage because I heard it's good. But I feel like a bit of that deer sausage was really, really good, even though it was like probably the smallest percentage.
Yeah, so shout out to them. And then, I mean, you had fun today, right?
I did. They had a bunch of attractions. Of course, they were all almost next to each other. They had
These were actually picked
yeah, they let you pick flowers
at
there.
the farm.
Very beautiful. I like them.
Yeah, so we had fun.
They had a paintball.
Paintball. They had
They had apple cannon,
apple cannon,
and they also had two tractor
tractor trains.
trains. I like them. They're even though they were short, they're very. It's outside. You know, you get a good view of
A lot of stuff for the kids. They also had a petting zoo, which we
Oh,
didn't get to
yeah.
see, but I think the petting zoo, like,
It's not open all the time.
they don't open early, and as we said earlier, we were there early.
Yeah, we were there. When
We
did
were
get
like
there?
first
Like
people
8?
there,
Yeah, it
like-
wasn't many people. We got there like 8:30,
8:30
almost 9.
ish.
Yeah, and they also had They had this jumping.
Oh yeah,
Well, I'm not sure what you call those big. It's basically the ones. It's like a big balloon, a rectangular balloon, and you can just jump
Yeah.
on it.
we should have took pictures,
Yeah, we should have taken pictures.
but yeah, really really dope place.
They also had a watermelon eating competition. I didn't attend. I don't want to be all sticky.
I brought a watermelon home. Really really good.
Yeah, you just tried it. How was it?
It's really good. I'm telling you, it's
Sweet?
better than the stuff you would find like at your
Groceries or
Like,
conventional?
big supermarket.
Yeah, supermarket.
So check them out, and then we also wanted to discuss
Something that's big right now concerning
tech.
technology or phones. So it's
As,
OpenAI.
as I clench my iPhone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we
Closely.
all have an iPhone here in our pockets or Android, etc., etc. But it's OpenAI on phones now. I feel like AI is such a sudden thing, but just like technology itself, it's like quick. It's quick. It's picking up speed, and it's not gonna slow down anytime soon. Definitely, because I hear a lot of people say it's in its infancy, and when you hear that and you compare it to what it's already doing with voices and pictures.
Well, I mean, even everything having to do with not only AI, like robotics is a huge sector. I recently found out there's robots that do surgery.
Yeah, like
That to me is
it's
mind-boggling.
very mind-boggling.
But hey, if we're that advanced as a civilization, like, why not? My thing with all this AI stuff that's going on is like, I mean, do we need it? Is there a need for it?
I feel like it's just there's gonna be like a technology that just makes us that more efficient with what we do with the technology.
Do you think efficiency is what will come out of it, or like just laziness? Because from what we see, like the Apple keynote, it says it'll summarize text, it'll sync to your calendar. If you have like other platforms or apps that you use for like calendar purposes, it'll sync with those. It'll sift through your emails, text, all communications, so that, like, say you sent me an email a week ago planning dinner tonight, I didn't put it on my calendar, it would remind me.
And this, so and so sent you this.
Hey, Johnny is coming over for dinner at 6 p.m. or whatever, whatever you put in the email.
Yeah, that's very well. I say a lot of the things we make is for convenience. Say a car and get around faster.
I'm just gonna say I hope it comes with an off button.
Like a toggle,
completely toggle it off, because I don't know if you remember when Apple tried to shove the U2 album down our throats.
I think so, yeah.
Like, I don't want it to be another thing like that where it's like pushed and like pressed on us. Like, if I'm paying $1,400, $1,500 for a phone, a tablet, whatever it is, I don't want it to tell me that
if you like kind of feel forced on you.
I'm all for technology, but I want to have the option to use it, or
like the control, like to not use it, to have it in your phone.
That's the right word. I don't want to give up full control to a computer,
Yeah. Well, I agree with you, because just a small, I guess, accommodation of the automatic brightness, if that gets on my nerves, imagine just AI.
Yes, dude.
It's just like the phone automatically adjusting the brightness. I'm just like, I didn't want it here, I want it there. I don't know why you're adjusting.
And I read something online discussing, I guess, the partnership, and it was like an article saying Apple is not paying OpenAI yet. So it's like, I guess once they collect the data that Apple wants, maybe Apple will turn around and cut a check to them. I don't know. I just hope, like, the thing now with everything is like there's always a motive behind something. Like, there's always
it's not just something that they give to you. It's something
like, it's not like, hey, we're gonna give you this to improve your life. It's like, I'm giving you this, but in return I'm getting this, or I want this.
You know how I feel they're gonna use it?
How?
So since it's a collaboration with iPhone, I feel like the AI is gonna collect data for their company and they're gonna sell it to iPhone.
Oh, for sure.
Because information is like,
or maybe it's gonna be like they're not gonna be able to sell it, right? Because in whatever deal they have, I'm sure Apple's gonna put verbiage in there that data collect through our processors, our computers, whatever XYZ is solely owned by us, and I'm sure the goal is to find some sort of data.
Correct. Well,
because no one's just gonna make a partnership for no reason. I don't know.
Correct. Because that's
like,
what it is.
Maybe once they get an A on the test, Apple, like I said, is gonna turn around and cut a crazy check to OpenAI, which I'm all for it. Like, everybody should get paid, especially in the tech space. But like I said, just the ulterior motives is kind of what's it for me. And then again, I just want the ability to toggle on, toggle off.
Correct. Because like they do what I just realized, it might be true or false, but they advertise it to you as like a commodity. So it summarizes text, etc., etc. It makes everything just that much easier to use.
Like, tell me everything it does. Don't give me just that. Tell me
everything. What's the underlying purpose of it? Because a lot of these apps,
like, what is it looking for? That's what I want.
I feel like it's gonna do well with advertising, because everything's advertising.
Oh, like targeted ads.
Yeah.
Well, that's already a crazy market.
That's what I'm saying, and it's gonna
I could say right now, we need to buy dog food,
and it's all the brands of just dog food.
I can jump on.
And it's not even just
social media platform, and I'll start getting the ads for.
And it's not just one; it's almost all of them.
Whatever I just said. Yeah.
So AI, I think, is gonna help. Well, not help us; is gonna help them, because they're gonna help them target us.
So it'll be able to edit photos, which I don't understand. Like, what would you?
Why do you need my photos?
No, like, what would you tell it? Like, hey.
Well, that's what I've came to understand. Is like, yes, you can say, what do you want? What kind of photo do you want? But in order to make a photo, you need to feed it something. It needs to take something to make something else.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. Like, what would
Yeah.
you tell it? Like,
oh,
is it like the editing platforms now?
Mhm.
Like on some of them, like Adobe, for instance, it'll say I could do a photo, just a headshot of you, and then I can just put complete the background,
probably.
and then it'll create a background, and then I can put expand the picture,
Yeah,
and
because
then it'll
it'll fill up the background and
fill
put in
it up,
details.
and it'll just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, because what I come to understand is whenever you have an AI, it has to access a lot of media. I'm not sure what specifics. Is it your media that you have saved, or is it the internet's media?
It's a web of data.
Exactly. And I think, just like we said all those episodes back, terms and conditions. Terms and conditions.
Episode 7, maybe?
I think 7 or 8. Terms and conditions. They're gonna put it in the terms and conditions, allowing access to gallery, contacts. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I'm sure the verbiage is there.
Yeah. You just read.
What do you think inspired this, like, I guess, this route for Apple?
Well, for me, just going off this conversation, because I don't really know a lot. I can't, educate you.
And same here. Like, I don't have the time to do my due diligence. Like, I just see the headlines, like CNN, whatever
comes
Bloomberg,
up
what is it, Washington Post, or whatever.
Whatever big news station.
So that's where, like, I'm not in these spaces. I'm not in these conversations. I'm not in. I don't want to say, like, I'm not even in the tech space like that. I'm not in the AI space, robotic space. So I don't.
We can't even keep up with everything that goes on. And I feel like it's going to get those people that haven't really put a piece of mind to AI. They're going to get them, and they're not going to know that it's feeding off either the big web that they already have access to or your personal stuff.
I mean, look at the million of horror AI or robot movies.
Yeah. There you go. Well, just like it says, it summarizes text. So not only can it take your text and just like summarize it, which it sounds so simple to us, but how do you program that? You know what I'm saying? And
well, I have I mean, like, if you use Grammarly or
Grammarly,
it already does it. So it's like, okay, but what else is Apple bringing?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
And my question is, like, again, do you think Apple's taking this route because they want to compete with, like, Galaxy? They want to sell more phones? Because I'm going to be honest with you, like, not a lot of people are buying iPhones, at least people that I know. When was the last time you bought one?
Like
3
years
4
ago?
years?
3 years ago? That's when I got this one.
I'm not buying an iPhone every 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah, I'm not like that. I don't keep up with every new iPhone that comes
And
out.
I used to know people like that, and even those people that were like that, they're not like doing that anymore. So my thing is like, is this to compete with?
That's just, I feel like that's almost confirmed. It's to compete, to keep up with competitors. Not only that, but it's to also get to know the user, and not in like an advertisement way, so your information kind of way. Because if they give you this tool, because that's what it is, it's a tool.
You think they'll be able to deliver a better product later on?
Come on, they just want to know what you want, and they just want to know what to sell you, like advertising.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, within, let's just say this rolls out 2025, by 2030 they'll have a stellar product to give you. I feel because they've collected all this data.
I feel like, but
then we'll see. I mean, my thing is like, even if that's the case, Galaxy or Samsung, they're ahead of the curve. Always.
Well, they're it's a company. They gotta keep up
from everything. So I guess I mean, I guess it's good. I'm an Apple person.
I can't. I'm an Apple person too.
So
I'm not like
again, I just want control. So give me the toggle button. I want to turn it completely off, and then if I feel like using it, I want to turn it on.
Like, maybe test it out, but I feel like I'd have to really, really keep an eye on those terms of use. For sure, because I feel like a lot of people have a good section in their gallery that I'm pretty sure they won't feel comfortable just having AI just seep in, collect.
You mean like gallery, like photos?
Yeah, photos, videos.
Whoa, hot in here now.
Well, yeah, that's what
This
that's what it's gonna do because it's gonna already have access to all the apps that come pre-installed in the iPhone, which is text,
Yeah.
emails, what else? Calendars,
So,
basic photos.
Do you think it's good for us?
I feel like,
Is AI good for us?
well, for
Would
us,
you say just if you could give a flat out answer, like yes or no, what would you say?
I feel like I can't really say yes or no because it can't. It's just not that. It's just simply not as simple as clear cut. It'll be fun for us as users, for people that do enjoy it, but it'll be pivotal. Oh, a little smart word there. First time I use that one. Monumental, pivotal.
You said first time I've used that word?
Yeah. And for the companies, how they use it, because they're giving you this tool, and I feel like at the end of the day, they do what they do with that tool they give you.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun for us. Oh my God, look, texting is gonna be so easy. We already have text to speech. Hello, how are you?
Yeah,
Andres.
I don't really use it.
Me neither, but
like my car makes it so easy to text. I know my wife uses the Siri to text a lot.
I text. I still text.
I'm not one of those people. Like if I respond, if I can type, I'll do it. I'm not gonna say, "Hey Siri, text so and so." I'm just not that person.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Because you don't know, like, what if she makes a typo? If I'm telling her to do it, that means I can't look at my phones. Like I'm busy. I don't trust her. I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we should fear it?
Not yet. I feel like.
Well, what do you mean by not yet? You think like
'Cause
something scary something scary from AI is coming?
Well, I'm not gonna like guarantee it because I really don't know. But we're just not at that point yet. People do fear it. Don't get me wrong, and I do. It does get me nervous a bit. But we're not close enough yet that it's a problem.
Yet.
And I feel like AI is very.
It's kind of like that headline, like, oh well, Apple isn't paying OpenAI
yet.
So just
with
wait.
The glasses all the way off. Yet.
Yeah, I don't know if we should fear it. I think it's
definitely interesting though because along with AI, we're getting like robots that are walking, identifying items.
Another question: you think they'll be able to compete with humans?
Oh, definitely.
Like you think a robot could do your job?
Oh, well, mine's more physical. I feel like if it's more like through phone calls, I feel like because that's basically just patterns. I feel like if concerning movement wise, my job specifically, I feel like it'll take a bit longer.
Well, you don't see like those robots that deliver food and do all that, and like
they're basically
they can see, right? But then you always see videos and they're like glitched out, like lopsided on the curb. Mm-hmm. They're like stuck.
They make a wrong turn.
Yeah.
I feel like
I just think we're years away from that.
I feel like they can get there, or actually they will get there, but it's not gonna be now. I feel like.
What time frame do you give me?
Let me
15.
Let me try to give a good guess. Let me not be like 15 years.
You're like, let me get my hands on this Apple AI first.
Let me actually update it real quick and just accept the terms and conditions.
So I think the beta is rolling out. Isn't it rolling out
for the new iPhone?
Or something? Yeah. And this is like only if you're in the Apple beta program, you get access to this. And I only know one person in the Apple beta program.
I never knew they had an Apple beta program.
Yeah, so it's like before they roll out everything.
I know there's beta testing for games. Like they give you
there's copy. Apple beta, and I saw this guy's iPhone that I used to work with, and he was like, it looked completely different than
like the iPhone phone or like the display and everything.
Like what would you call it? Operating system.
Because he's an open beta?
Completely different, yeah. And I said, why does your phone look like that? He's like, oh, it's the beta. And then he showed me, like, the little...
the open betas are good. I just feel like you would have to know what you're getting into. And I feel like he did know what he was getting into. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, some people like that. I like control, so I'm gonna stick to what I know. I'm also not one of those people that's like too stuck in my ways. Like if I see I can do something better or like
Yeah, you're open-minded
I'm
still.
open to it. I'm not saying like I'm one of those people that's like old school, like throw
I
me.
still got my typewriter.
Yeah, no. I'm open to it. It's just I'm a little hesitant.
Yeah, me too. I'm very, very hesitant because I'm pretty sure almost everybody watching us knows how good it can get. Like, kind of scary good. There's a bunch of AI covers for
Oh,
music.
I read that's gonna stop soon too.
No, yeah,
Yeah, so no more AI music, which is good, I
it's
think,
good because they're putting
for
control.
musicians, because I mean, if let's just say you're a musician and all these people are AIing your voice,
They're
how are
gonna,
they gonna know that's you, or
yeah.
like what's not you? Now I'm just gonna say, like, I'm not accusing like Drake of this, but now every like Drake song that's an actual release from him, I question, is it you or is it AI? Like,
That's
now I
a good
don't know.
question. Yeah, because one, it brings to question the authenticity of said song or album, and secondly, I feel like with if this AI is let rampant, I feel like they won't have the spotlight if they're a good artist, which is all the
Yeah.
big artists.
And not only that, it's like, I mean, think about it from a business standpoint, from a corporate standpoint. If a label can make money off artificial intelligence and not need you,
It's efficiency. That's what they want. It's
why
efficiency.
would they give you the $500 million record deal? Why would they give you what you're asking for
Well, when they can just run
in a
on,
deal when they can just get it and
yeah,
I don't know, off you or whatever? I don't know.
or yeah, just like okay, you ask for such and such money, and you have these demands, but we have
I could still get that,
this
and
amazing tool here. You see this?
yeah, exactly.
They hold it like a scientist with the fingers. Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, you guys should do your research. Stay
Definitely.
tuned. We've got some more premieres coming soon.
Actually, speaking about premieres, how was your week?
My week,
Yeah, we gotta end it off on the week.
like my whole week.
Yeah,
Last
like
week.
recap week before that.
I had a good week. I mean, we haven't. You came last week, right? You came over 2 weeks ago.
I did come, but we didn't. Sadly,
We didn't record. We didn't have
didn't
time.
get to
We were just
production.
busy. When did you come last week?
And last week, like I think midweek. And I know I came in like midweek,
Thursday.
Thursday or Friday.
Yeah. I mean, I had a good week. I'm happy, dude.
I'm glad. Your
I'm
week's going
happy.
good.
Like I don't know. Like I'm just.
I feel like that's the turning point of someone's week is how if they're happy or not.
Yeah, I can say I'm truly like I'm happy. Like things happen, of course,
Yeah,
throughout the
things
day
happen.
that I'm like,
Yeah, like,
But, like-
I gotta wake up.
no, not that. I'm grateful to wake up, but yeah, I mean, I'm good.
Yeah, I feel.
What about you?
So I don't think I talked about this on the podcast, but we had this certain customer that had something. I had to pick up some boxes for them, and they said eight boxes. I'm like, all right, 8 boxes. I go. It's those freaking package boxes, those big ones, and it was filled with dental molds.
What is that?
Dental molds, like mold over teeth.
yeah, alginate
So once,
alginate molds.
yeah,
Was it a dental office?
it's a school. I'm just keeping it vague,
Okay.
but it's a school. And once the guy that was gonna show me, this guy was gonna show me, he's like, it's just you. I'm like, what do you mean it's just me? Yeah, it's just me. So
Yeah.
I had to get creative. I was deadlifting or ego lifting those boxes.
Heavy ass alginate molds.
Yes, there was a
Yeah,
bunch
I've
of
had
them.
to lift those up. Never like 8, but for sure 3 or 4.
Yeah, but yeah, and they were full.
If y'all don't know, I used to be a practice manager for a dental office, so I know exactly how
Yeah,
heavy.
like what
how
I'm
heavy,
talking about.
How heavy those are. I was just telling my wife like yesterday. I saw
Mhm.
this video, and I still get like all these ads for like dental products and stuff, and it was an amalgam separator. So this is like for people who have the silver fillings.
Mm-hmm.
When they're working, right, the suction, it'll separate the amalgam from all the other gunk.
Yeah.
And man, that crap stinks.
I'm pretty
Because
sure.
it's like it's sitting in there for months, like with
Mhm.
blood, water, moisture,
etc.
yeah,
Tartar.
and it's been in someone's mouth since like God knows 60s, 70s.
Yeah,
So
that's just crazy. Like I tell you, when I almost passed out trying to lift this one box
yeah,
because it's not just they don't have it outside. They had it.
I've had to like grind those down and like
all the dust. It gets. I'm pretty sure it gets on everywhere on your
Yeah.
clothes.
those are not gross, but like when you're dealing with other stuff like body fluids and stuff, yeah. Like I've had to literally change the thing that has that stuff, and like man, you can be wearing 2 masks and it'll
still go through the
you
mask.
still get a whiff.
Yeah. Well, once I finished that, I felt like.
Yeah, I'm sure that was
I
like
felt like
that was a good workout.
yeah, well, definitely. I feel like I could pick up the van I was driving. I'm just like,
You felt you could pick it up.
yeah,
That's another thing. I'm trying to like get back into working out. I have been slacking. Like we used to go work out together. Now I'm like,
Yeah.
I work out one time this week.
Yeah. And anything is more than nothing,
And I always say like, oh, I'll save the rest for the weekend. Right? I think I worked out like Tuesday, and then I'm like, oh, I'll save the rest for the weekend. And then the weekend comes around, and then Friday like stacked with things to do. Saturday family time. Sunday family time.
Yeah.
Or half work, half family.
And I feel like if you just go out, get out of the
so
house.
I'm gonna try to do it like maybe early in the week after work. Go to the block,
get your 3 days.
because I got a really good workout. I felt good, and like I'm not trying to be like those gym people, but like when you work out, you just feel good.
You kind of understand how they feel after a workout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you feel good. You feel like you just have that like mental clarity.
Yeah, that's why I'm not as big as I'm not as big because I eat out a lot.
I'm pretty big. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Again, happy Father's Day. Anything you wanna?
I hope you have a great week this week.
Yeah, let's keep the positivity up. We have a premiere. Well, obviously not like by the time you guys see this, the premiere will
It's already up.
But we do have. We'll try to do 1 or 2 weekly premieres. It's kind of been difficult for us just because we have a lot going on with our schedules. But we did make a commitment today to kind of lock back in, and we have some content like pre-recorded, but we obviously want to like adapt to what's new, what's going on.
Yeah, it's very, very hectic trying to.
I feel like you miss a week of like creating content, and then so many things happen in the world that like you have to make the content because it's like that's what people want to know about. That's what we are talking about. That's what we want to know as well. So anyway, thank you guys for continuing to support us, tuning in. And if you are watching this and you're not a subscriber, please do us a favor, subscribe. You can catch us on our Instagram. It's at Unposted Thoughts Podcast, and all the information will be below this video if you want to contact us any other way. Other than that, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week.